Hey, you're about to watch my interview with either Goat Girl or the Good Witch of Salem, and I can't thank you enough for that. They're both really cool people, so I think you're going to enjoy whichever interview this is. But one thing I did want to mention is that there was a little technical problem with the sound equipment that I bought, so we had to use the onboard camera microphone, which is maybe not the best. Also, in the Goat Girl interview, she's wearing my microphone so that we can hear her through her mask and everything. So the sound gets a little bit funky, but I still think you're going to enjoy these interviews. And if you want to help me avoid such problems in the future, you can always donate to my Patreon, and I'll buy better equipment. It's your old pal Witchfinder again, and this time I'm in Salem Common with the so-called Good Witch of Salem. Now, I can tell you from personal experience, there's no such thing as a good witch, but I'm going to conduct this interview out of character so that we can have a civil conversation. Otherwise, it would be very short and end with a sudden drop, I'm afraid, madam. But enough about that. It's just regular Eric the Witchfinder here with
Ashley Tina, the Good Witch of Salem.
All right, Ashley. Well, thank you for meeting me here in the park, first of all, to discuss what we do out here on the streets. You're not exactly a street performer because you got your own booth and everything.
Yep.
But just tell people, just kind of like in a nutshell, what is it that you do out here in Salem?
Okay. So I am the Good Witch, and I'm represented by the color pink because who doesn't love pink? Well, maybe you don't. But pink is the color of love, and my background is a teacher. I work with children from ages 3 up until 8th grade. I'm certified in special education, ESL, early childhood, and elementary ed. And I am a positive role model for children, teaching them and guiding them to live their best life and pretty much follow the magic that's within them so that they can be the best person in this world that we live.
And I can tell you, following her Instagram account and seeing her on the street in her booth and everything, this lady is hustling, and I mean that in the good, keeping busy kind of way. So yeah. Where can people, tell them your Instagram account and tell them if you got a website or whatever else you got.
So my website is goodwitchofsalem.com, pretty simple. Instagram, Facebook is also Good Witch of Salem. You can find all my classes on my website. I post them all on Instagram and Facebook. I have a calendar also on my website. I have a lot of events coming up this fall at the Hawthorne Hotel, which is right over here, the Waterfront Hotel, which is right down the street. And I'll be in the Common every weekend this October selling and signing my book. I have a clothing line. The book will also be available at Witch Picks, Wicked Good Books, Silver Moon Comics, and right behind us at the Witch Museum. And I will be very happy to sign your book and personalize a message for you. And I hope that everyone can find the magic that I put into that book and can apply it to their own life. So it's really special.
The Good Witch. Now let's talk a little bit about where this came from. You said you grew up in town?
So I grew up in Peabody.
Okay, close enough.
I grew up coming to Salem every year, well, all the time pretty much, especially during October. And there really wasn't anything to do for children, for kids. There would be the haunted houses and the tours, but as a teacher and now as an adult and I have my own children, I was looking for something a little bit more. Events, activities, just meet and greets, just things that kids could do. So I had my own children and I was planning all these extravagant parties for them. And I said, well, why don't I just kind of open my own thing and do my own party planning business? And the idea was to have it in Salem. And my cousin and I were talking and she looked at me and she said, "You're the Pink Witch." And I said, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, you're the Good Witch." And I'm like, okay. And the idea was born, and from that moment on, it just kept growing. Originally, I just wanted to do events, and I created the hats and clothing and also put a good deed toward everything I did as the Good Witch. So donating money to breast cancer or to children in need, Toys for Tots, to make it to kind of fulfill these good deeds that the witch should do. And I created the clothing and the hats to make it viable so that I could write the book, because that really was my ultimate goal. And I want to continue writing books for children and having this magic be a known thing in Salem for children to discover and see and come here to find magic within themselves. This October 9th at the Waterfront Hotel, I have a breast cancer fundraiser where 100% is being donated to North Shore Medical Center to help local women fighting breast cancer to get the support they need. So you can come on down. We have tickets. They're on my website. They're also on Eventbrite. It's called Pink Pretty's Breast Cancer Fundraiser. And we'll have raffles, a pink carpet, you decorate a pink witch hat, appetizers, photo booths. So I hope that everyone can come down and support a good cause.
Good, wholesome fun with the Good Witch of Salem. If you want something a little more on the edge, you come see the Witchfinder. But if you want something family-friendly, child-friendly, I mean, I'll take children too. I'll take your least favorite.
No.
But if you want something a little more wholesome for the whole family, then this is it. So see the Good Witch of Salem, and we'll see you in Salem.
Bye. And being a teacher.
I got you.
Thanks.